Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Maximum Dad, glad you can make it, and today we're doing another episode of Let's Play Surviving Mars. Last episode we left off with a dome getting placed, and we were kind of setting up the extraction of these underground rare metals, because our next rocket will have to be our passenger rocket, because we just don't have the funding to send any more materials, or it just wouldn't be worth it with only $320 million available in funding to send back a rocket. So we're gonna have to prepare this dome for our first colonist rocket, and get our mining set up for the rare metal so that we can start exporting rare metals back to Earth and gain funding. So let's get started. We got an electrostatic dust storm coming in a Sol. So we just gotta hope and pray that it doesn't knock out anything important and leaves us relatively untouched. Hopefully. We don't have a whole lot of infrastructure set up or anything going on, so if any damage done should be minimal, but you never know with those types of things. Yeah, let's see, what else we got? We got our 2 explorers, and we got a few anomalies here. Again, that's the science breakthroughs, and like I said before, I want to wait till we get like better breakthrough techs. I mean, these are fine, but I would have preferred these, like this one, space rehabilitation. It would have been great if this was like later on over here, because I think the best techs that you can get, especially right in the beginning for breakthroughs, are the super pipes and cables, which they build for free instantly and they require no maintenance, which is fantastic. I like to put cables and pipes all over the place, but on like this difficulty, you gotta refrain from that, just because the maintenance costs will kill you, especially when you get pipes bursting and you know, the cables themselves malfunctioning and just bleeding you power and air and water. So I think those are very two. And one of my other games that I was just, you know, messing around in, those happened to be the first 2 breakthroughs I got, and needless to say, it was a fun playthrough. Wish I could have done that one, but it is what it is. So we got some meteor stuff down here, more metals. We got another group of rare metals here, so maybe once we kind of get this dome set up, we can put another dome down here and just keep extracting more rare metals so we can get funding. This rover is busy picking up some metal, and I think I'm going to work its way up.
Sector scanned. Anomaly
Ooh,
found.
2. Okay, we're going to go ahead and discover this anomaly, and we got some more metal right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down another depot here. Hold down the shift key to keep it up. And then there's only one patch here, so I think I'm just going to put it right there. Is that it? There's another thing down here. So we got 2 underground metal deposits. They're not like fantastic, but it's fine. It is what it is. And then we got a water deposit, very low grade, and a low amount of water, but really anything helps. Yeah, our water situation. The only problem that is you don't get vaporators until like tier 3 or tier 4, like somewhere else. So it's going to take us quite a bit to research them. So we're going to have to rely on water extractors, or we just bring prefabs from Earth. But because we only have one rocket and our funding will be dicey, at least in the early game, we'll have to rely on water extractors to handle that. So
we've collected valuable geographic data at the site of the anomaly.
Of course, my choices are get 4 moisture evaporated. Okay, so we've collected valuable geographic data at the site of the anomaly. Analysis of the crust yielded rare insights on the geological history of Mars, especially about the ancient Triassic period, in which volcanic activity released immense amounts of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. Several key hypotheses of the exogeologists were confirmed by our findings. The scientific community praised the findings, raising the status of our mission in the eyes of humanity. Our sponsor committed additional funds to the mission. So we got 3 choices here. We can either get $200 million in funding, we can get 2 drone hub prefabs, or we can get 4 moisture evaporator prefabs. This one's a tough choice, just between 2 and 3. The $200 million in funding is, in the early game, it matters more than later on, but even then, I just don't think that's important, or at least it's not as important as what these 2 are going to set us up for in the future. And I know I was just bellyaching about the moisture evaporator prefabs. If I choose this, so we won't have to rely on that tech anymore. But the 2 drone hub prefabs are pretty money, and they allow us. I wish I could minimize this. There's still a few UI issues that need to be sorted and worked out, but Paradox and Hamamont said they are going to release a big patch in spring, and it's spring now, but probably about a month off. So that's good, and it should include a lot of improvements. And there's a roadmap on what they're planning on working on. If you're interested, you can just Google it or find it on Reddit or whatever. But it's a tough choice between the drone hub prefabs and the moisture evaporator prefabs, because both of these help with expansion. I'm gonna go with the moisture evaporators just so we have them in our back pocket, because again, we have a couple low grade, or at least low quantity water sources, and they are low grade, very low grade. So extracting those isn't going to be much better than, evaporators. But during dust storms, they don't work. So what can you do? All right. So now we just got to play the waiting game a little more. We have enough materials, but I don't want to start paying maintenance on this just yet. Maybe I want to set up. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my domes, and then I'm going to discover where all the metal deposits are in polymer. So there's one there. You can tell it by it turning yellow. If it's blue, those are waste rocks, and the drones can move them out of the way. But if it's yellow, those are the metal deposits. So there's one right there. There's one right there. There's a couple right there. It looks like polymers and metal. There's another one there. A few up there. A couple down here. Oh, that's kind of nice. So I'll put metals. Should I do it in the middle? Right there. And then I'll put a polymer as well. This one's done. I'm gonna move them up here. Hopefully can reach most of those in range. Yeah, so we're kind of stuck for the next 14 hours, because let's say we had a rocket coming in, we couldn't land anyways. Ooh, 42. Oh, we got this one here. It's low. Yeah, again, the grade is low and the quantity of water is low, but we may not have much of a choice. Plus, these are closer. Let's see, let's get our transport going. This one's almost refueled. So once this is refueled, we'll send it back to Earth, and then we'll await our first passenger rocket. Let's see, so we got tons of metals. We got not a whole lot of concrete. This one's almost done. Put another concrete extractor down. 228. Do this, and then we'll put one. Now I know there's more. Like if you put it right here, there's definitely more available resources underneath, but you kind of got to get the outskirts too. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna place this right here. Yeah, this one's done now. So we'll get rid of this. We'll extend our cable up here. Is that within range of this drone hub? So this one won't be. So let's turn this off. We might have to, oh shoot. I wonder if power can still go through this. We'll find out. Yeah, let's get our dome going. Do we have enough pollen? We got enough stuff. So let's turn this on. It's gonna take up a decent amount of our concrete, but I mean we got a patch here, a patch here, a patch over here that's decent. Got a pretty good patch here. For as small as it is, having about 600 is pretty good. And then for future's sake, we'll put a dome right there. Turn it off. And then we'll put a concrete extractor right here. So yeah, we want to kind of
Sector scanned.
let's put this there. We'll turn it off. Scanning is not really doing a whole lot. Yeah, so I guess power doesn't go through. Let's put another dumping site. Actually, let's put a dumping site right there. So we kind of have a boxed in area for our rocket to land in. Did I not set up a transport route? We got polymer there. Let's go grab this polymer first. And then we'll come down, grab the rest of this deposit. How's this doing? So this is done. We'll move it over here to grab this right here. And then I think there's one here and a couple up here. So I don't think those will reach that storage, so we'll put another depot here, and that should take care of all the iron in this area. Okay, this rocket's ready to go, so let's send it back to Earth. Nope, never mind. There's still a machine part on it. How come you didn't take the machine part off? Do I not have the storage set up for it?
Research
Yeah, it's all full. I'll put a machine.
milestone achieved.
Okay, so we got space rehabilitation, so then we can be a little less picky with our colonists. So I think this drone will take off the machine part because we don't want to leave any parts on the rocket. Send it back. And then hopefully by the time it's ready to come back, we've got this dome set up for colonists. Let's provide it some power. Do that. Then we'll put moisture evaporator there. Put one of these big water towers here.
Milestone achieved. We have an oxygen shortage.
Yep.
We have a water shortage.
And then I don't want to do this. So put that there. Bring power cables that way. I'll put a big storage unit here. And then I'll do pipes like
Sector
that.
scanned.
there we go. Change the skin here. Now, inside, well, first let's put our extractors. So, the only problem is going to be the proximity to these solar panels. I think we need some more power. So we're going to set up another solar farm down here because we got the metals. Do 1, 2, 3. That's good. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. 1, 2. 3. And then 4. So we got 2 by 5. Run the power cord down here.
We have a power shortage.
Now, so I played a game, or yeah, in between the last episode and this episode, and I know the previous episode I said I wasn't a big fan of wind turbines, but I think it's, especially with the dust storms that we're having, it might not be bad to at least invest in a couple to help,
We have a water shortage.
especially during like this time. Thankfully we don't have any colonists here yet. So how close are we on? I don't want this first. I want the low G high rise because again I want apartments as soon as I can. We don't really need productivity training. I want gene selection after low G because the sooner we get like geniuses or celebrities, the sooner we can start earning extra science and cash. And I know it's kind of rarer, but still, every little bit helps. So let's do rare metals extractor. That should be good right there. We'll pause. And then we'll put... We only need 1 for now on each end. So we'll do that. We'll bring power over like that, and then we'll get our services set up. So we want an infirmary. We'll put it there. Grocer there. And then a diner there. These take concrete. We'll get enough concrete. And then once they actually get built, we'll just turn them off. And we'll put it in a living quarters because after our first passenger rocket comes in, we'll have 10 days before we can send another rocket with passengers. So we're in not a whole lot of rush once the first one comes back. So...
Anomaly found.
Well, I mean, at least we got a bunch of, like, science anomalies so that if we do find a tech that's really, really useful, we can just bang it out real quick if we need be.
We have a water shortage.
Insufficient power. I think I need another battery. Because what I figured out, and I don't know if this is correct, but I think it is. If a battery, see how it says the max output down here? So if discharging becomes greater than 20, I think it just, 20 is the max. So if your nighttime is demanding more power than 20, whatever building demands more than that 20 power they're gonna stop working. So so adding another battery will increase that to 40, which should help. I'm wondering if I just plop down a couple concrete extractors here just to get rid of. We'll find somewhere else to put a rocket for now. Probably turn this off during the night. Forgot to turn that off during the night. So it doesn't, because I don't really need concrete during the night. Turn this off. Then we'll put rare metal storage here. Well, I have one fairly close, but again, like, we probably won't be landing our rocket over here anytime soon. So we don't have the farm tech. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a research lab so we can get science going, because that's one of the things we need to start working on. Turn this off. I don't want the electronics used just yet. We're just planning out stuff. And then I want life support. So I'll put 2 hydroponics farms in. Now, I wanted the farm tech kind of early because, one, they're super awesome, and hydroponics they're just not that good.
Anomaly found.
Do we have something else other than the science? Yeah, we do. Okay. So I'll send this guy over here. So this should unlock some stuff. It's easy to like get caught up in one thing and totally forget about what else is going on. So let's take this guy. We'll start moving metals back here. How's the rover doing? I forgot to move you up here. And then the other explorer's just sitting here giving us science, so that's good. So let's send our rocket. So, how are we going to do this? So we want, first of all, I want to go into my flaws. I just want to make sure we don't want any idiots. Idiots are probably like the worst we can get. That should be all set up fine. Perks. We want, no, it's not perks. Is it perks? Yes. I want genius. I want celebrity. And even saint. So just selecting those 3. What that should do is move any person with a genius trait. So when I go to review, it should be the first one. So, yep, here we go. This guy's a genius. So I definitely want him. Now we're going to need some scientists. Actually, no. First thing we need are the rare metals. So we need geologists. And I think I want 4 just to cover that first shift. So I want 1. Lazy, no. Yeah. 2. And right now I'm just focusing on geologists. 3. And melancholic, not. Gambler, survivor, party animal. Yes. 4. So that should be 4 plus our genius. And then now I want botanists so that we can actually start growing food. So here's 1. He's a nerd. That's great. 1. 2. Another nerd. 3. So that's going to cover 1 hydroponics. And I built 2. I'm just wondering, but what else do we need? So we're good on scientists. Right? No? No, we're good on geologists. We're good on botanists. So I think we need scientists because I want, yeah. So the first shift is 1. No. Not gambler. 2. Yeah, 3. Survivor's good. And then I saw a medic back here. Hopefully he's, or she. Enthusiast gambler. Because I have an infirmary. Because I want, if people can make babies, I want them to start making babies. Oh, workaholic, there we go. And then I do have one no specialization, so that person should either go in the diner or the grocer. I'm wondering, maybe I have too many geologists. Maybe I just want 3. And then have another no specialization person so that one of them is running the grocer, the other one's running the diner. So, yeah, let's do that. This guy, I didn't want a gambler, so let's go back. Alcoholic, nope. Loner might be fine. But eventually I do plan on getting that first dome up over 30 people. So, yeah, here's a better person. We'll do that, and then we'll launch it. So that way we should have all our bases covered. So let's get this started. We don't want this because we only have 3 botanists coming over.
Anomaly analyzed.
I think let's just get some food going. So I'll just do 2 wheatgrass to get a base of food before we start working on the longer growing crops. Yeah, this one's going to give me 4, but I only want 3. I'll turn it off now. And then let's build our research lab, which would use up most of our electronics. Let's see what else. So we got drone printing, we got Stirling generator. Not terribly useful, at least at this point. Now, some people have argued the merits of bringing Stirling generators over just for that uninterrupted power, because if you keep them closed, they don't require maintenance. But I don't know. I just think they're too expensive. I don't think they're worth it at this point, especially when you got a bunch of surface metals. So let's do Mars crowdfunding so we can get some more money. I'm wondering if maybe I use up some of the anomalies for gene selection, but we'll see. So I'm gonna close these off just because I don't want people working there that shouldn't be working there. How's this going over here? So these guys are still working on this. What I like to do is, like, I'll hover my mouse over the sector just to see if there's any more surface metals. So there's still 12 here. There's 14 there. They're picking up the last of those. And there's 2 polymers over here. Did I put down storage depots? I did not. So let's put metals and polymers there. And then we're still missing 114 from here. Where would that be? Oh, there we go. Is this done? Yes. So we'll bring you down here. So it should be halfway between that deposit and this depot. Where's my transport? What do I want to do? Let's go grab these. And then we'll make our way around here counterclockwise. Yeah, because we'll have plenty of surface metals. It's all just like, if there's a lull over here. I'm wondering if the dust kick-up is going to be worth it. I mean, yeah, I'll just get rid of this. And put a rocket right up against here. It'll be fine. I hope. It'll be fine, he says. Famous last words, right? Oh, it should be fine. There's nothing to worry about. I'm hoping the exhaust doesn't, like, burn up. Okay. So here's our first message that we get when we get our first...
Water shortage. Milestone
Maybe I want to put another
New colonists
evaporator.
have arrived.
The colonists are on the brink of dehydration. We need to...
Yes. So let's put pipes here. Because if you overlap these, they reduce their effectiveness. So we got that going. We got that going. Perfect. Go work on the grocer. Where'd my medic go? I know I brought over a medic. So yeah, we have unemployed colonists. So we're gonna rare metals going. Here's our genius. Any colonist that has a rare trait automatically gets pinned to your taskbar down here. But I mean, we don't, because it's a passive ability, so we don't really need to have him like focus at all. So I'll just unpin him. So that should help with the research a bit too. And then we should have, so we got a medic.
Research complete.
Go work there. Unemployed, go work in the grocer. So now we have a low G high rise. So we can build a low G high rise or apartments here, because eventually what I want to do is we want to try and smack everything we can in one dome as much as possible. So I know I'm going to put an electronics factory prefab and a machine parts factory prefab in here as well. And then once we get the farm, we'll knock down this triangle slice here and then put the farm there and then move our research to another dome. Just because it works out nicer like that. So we don't need the second hydroponic farm yet. That's just because our research is going to take a while. Yeah.
Sector scanned. Milestone achieved.
So we'll get a...
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Great. Well, at least our wind turbines should be good. So we'll set up a trade route here just in case it's more than 30, which it should be because he only has 6 space left. These guys are bringing in the concrete. Let's put some more storage here just so we don't have to worry about it, because I want this concrete getting mined as quickly as possible or extracted. So yeah, here's the founder stage. So we cannot bring another passenger rocket for another 8 souls. Which, I mean, if you're taking things as slow as I am right now, just to make sure all our bases are covered, it's not that big of a deal. And I did put a infirmary in here that raises, or it lowers the threshold of comfort for a dome so that people can have children. So if you want to see that, you just go over here and you hover over the colonist tab, and then you can see down at the bottom of that tab that comes out, it says no children would be born. The average comfort of all fertile couples is too low. I think that's because like there's no medic working right now, so the threshold stays at 70, but once it goes to the shift where a medic is working, it should come down, and now that it's morning, we'll see if that's the case. Once the X goes off. Or no, I have these turned off. So now let's check. So now it's 55. So it's probably because I have the building off, but we'll see when the second shift starts. And they lose comfort when there's not enough water or power. So we have a net gain of 0.6 water. Or no, it's 0.4.
Cable fault reported.
The thing with the water is that it'll really only produce as much as you need. So you really can't tell how much water you need until you exceed the amount that you need. And then it'll tell you, hey, we can't make any more water. You need to, fix this. Or add another water producing thing. So, which is a little weird. So I want to bring the rover down here. And then not the explorer, the transport. We'll do click near and hit all. Like again, like it'll do it in a small area. I think it's probably about like this size. And then we'll just bring it back here and have the other drones do all the work. So we got some decent research going, 618 per, which is nice. Yeah, geniuses give 50
Sector scanned.
per, which is nothing to shake a finger at, especially at this point in the game. We don't need smart homes. I may want to research hygroscopic vaporators to increase the productivity. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Because that seems good. And I like good things.
Are low.
Yes, we are low on food. But I think we'll be able to make it. Because we got 4 food here stored in the grocer. Well, almost 5. So, yeah, we should be... So let's turn this. And then we got some food in the diner. So we're good. We just don't have any food in storage. And that reminds me, I should probably place a food depot here just for overflow in case. What else? Just gonna put polymers, machine parts, electronics, just for storage, because I just want to make sure that everything gets shuttled around as best as possible. But yeah, I mean, things are going pretty well so far. We got another dust storm coming in. There's nothing we can do about that. Actually, I think I want to add another water moisture evaporator because these stop working during that. Maybe I'll put it up here. I want to make sure that I have enough water to last through. And I think if I put a cable there, it should go from this to the dome. Because I know these are the connection points for the pipes. Yeah, so this... Yeah, so this connects through. Nice. So what's our storage like? So we have 31 units, 32 units of stored water. I might want to bump down my fuel refinery because I just want to make sure that my colonists live before anything. So in fact, I'm going to turn this off for now. And hopefully I don't forget later to turn it back on. So, but yeah, we got the dust storm coming. So I think we should be prepared for that. Our wind turbines should keep up the power through that good enough. We're still working on gathering the surface materials best that we can. And let's do another trade route up here. Make sure we get all the metals. So there were no polymers up here. And we'll just do that right there. So he charges. The reason why I put it on the wire is so that he charges first and then drops off his load of materials. That way I don't have to worry about manually charging them at a separate.
Sector scan.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I'll just bring this guy over here. Was there another anomaly I forgot? Yeah, see, they're all the science ones, which are great, but we really don't have anything that is absolutely necessary for that. So I think I'm going to pause it there and end the episode there. Thanks for joining us again. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If not, I'll try to do better next time. Until then, I'll see you later. Same dad time, same dad channel. All right.